Hi, 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 hi. Hi. It's me again. I told you consistency is key. Y'all, honestly, I was gonna go ahead and pick up some weed because I ain't got nothing better to do in my unemployed life. But I said to myself, you know what? Why not make another YouTube video? Why not? And so this YouTube video, I wanted to come and discuss with you guys how the retinas in your eyes, how the retinas in your eyes compare to black holes in the universe. I've been meaning to make a video or talk about this topic for a while now, but I didn't want to come on the internet. I didn't want to come on Donald Trump's internets sounding like a madman. So I was a little hesitant to come and discuss that. But let's just get into it. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar here with the Book of Wisdom by Harry B. Joseph. Dope dude over in London. Bought this book on eBay full of esoteric knowledge. And so I wanted to start by reading a page from this book, The Unmatched Design of the Human Eye, and give a shout out to the almighty creator, the master architect who designed the human body in all of its majesty and glory. So if you bear with me, give me not even a couple of minutes. We're going to go over this, I'll read this out to you. You can just listen along. The unmatched design of the human eye. Let me put this up here so that way it looks like I'm looking at you down there. Okay. Every single part of the human body is a testament to the work of a master architect and designer, whether it be our muscles, cell networks, or bone structure. No human technology or scientific endeavor can replicate the complexity, precision, and brilliance of God's creation. Among all of these wonders, one of the most fascinating and intricate masterpieces is the human eye. Wink, wink. I should have went smoother. Take for instance, oh, see me skipping lines now. That's what you get. Its complexity and function are far beyond the capabilities of any technology humans have developed, making it an awe-inspiring example of divine craftsmanship. Take, for instance, the human pupil, which contains over 120 million rod cells and 6 million cone cells, all packed within a space no larger than a square inch. And I've got a diagram here I'll show you just for reference. To put this into perspective, a square inch is about the size of a postage stamp. Yet in this tiny area, 126 million cells are electrically wired together in a precise, delicate network. Each of these cells plays a role in detecting light, color, motion, and allowing us to perceive the world around us with an incredible accuracy and clarity. The density and intricacy of this wiring are unmatched by anything humans have been able to create. The rod and cone cells within the retina are designed with two distinct purposes. Rod cells detect light and motion, while the cone cells are responsible for the color reception and detail. The intricate wiring allows these cells to communicate instantly, processing the light that enters the eye at an astonishing speed. The precision of this process is far beyond any camera or digital device. While even the most advanced cameras take time to focus, adjust lighting, and process the human images, as my camera over here always gives me trouble with focus. If I come too far or too close, it'll have trouble focusing. So while even the precision of the process is far beyond any camera or digital device. While even the most advanced cameras take time to focus, adjust the lighting, and process images, the human eye does all of this seamlessly and in real time. A quick diagram detailing the rods and the cones of the human eye. Here we go. You see that clearly? 126 million within a square inch. 120 million rod cells and 6 million cone cells. Continuing. Light enters the eye through the cornea and passes through the pupil, where the amount of light is regulated by the iris. From there, the light focuses on the lens onto the retina. From there, the light is focused by the lens onto the retina, a thin layer of tissue at the back of the eye that houses these millions of rods and cone cells. These cells convert the light into electrical signals which are sent through the optic nerve to the visual cortex of the brain. Now, this is where the true brilliance of the human eye becomes evident. The time it takes for light to hit the retina, be converted into an electrical signal, and reach the brain's visual cortex is staggeringly fast. So fast, in fact, that this entire process occurs in less than a hundredth of a second in the blink of an eye. Quite literally, our brains have already processed the light into a fully formed image, allowing us to see the world in vivid, detailed depth and color. The fact that my eyes can quickly focus in on this book and its words and these pictures, and in a moment's notice, I can look at the door, take off my glasses, and it's still focused. It's always in focus. The fact that my eye is always in focus is just speaks to, you know what I'm saying? Just giving it. Now, to compare to technology, even the most sophisticated digital cameras require time to capture an image, process the data, and render the image on the screen. In situations with various lighting conditions, such as a dark room, suddenly illuminated by a bright light, a camera will take several moments to adjust and refocus. However, the human eye adjusts instantly, processing changes in light and focus in real time without noticeable delay. Additionally, even the best high resolution cameras today, while even the best high resolution cameras today can capture stunning detail, they fall short when compared to the human eye's capability to perceive the world in full 3D with seamless depth, precision, and in a wide array of colors. Cameras capture static images, the eye, constantly in motion, scanning and reprocessing information every second, allows us to move through our environment effortlessly. Ooh, the human eye's ability to seamlessly transition between light and dark, focus on objects near and far, perceive a full spectrum of colors, while adjusting to changes in milliseconds, is a feat of bioengineering that no human device can come close to replicating. The speed and efficiency with which the eye and brain work together to form images is nothing short of miraculous. So the next time you take a picture with your phone, consider the technology in your hand and think about the far more advanced technology that exists within your own body. As you snap a photo, your phone's cameras captures light, processes it, displays an image, but not nearly as fast as the complex human eye and brain. The light enters your retina and is transformed through electrical signals, which are sent through the optic nerve at lightning speed, instantly creating a full image for your visual cortex. This rapid process allows us to perceive movement, depth, and color in real time all while seamlessly integrating visual information from both eyes. The human eye is not simply a biological accident or product of random evolution. It is a masterpiece of design. Every aspect of the eye, from its ability to focus to its extraordinary speed in processing visual information, points to an intelligent creator. The complexity of this design, the precise wiring of the cells, and the rapid communication between the eye and the brain all speak to a level of bioengineering that surpasses anything we can even begin to replicate. Here is again rods and cones, 120 million rods and 6 million cones, and here is your visual field. That, oh, come on, you see, look at the technology. See how technology takes time to focus? Now your eyes, they don't need time to focus. You see how the camera takes time to focus, but your eyes just do it. Your eyes just do it. If you got a good two pair of eyes, your eyes just do it. Now, the reason why I wanted to come on here, shout out to Harry B. Joseph, by the way. Shout out, you a real one for putting all this knowledge in a book like this. The reason I wanted to make this video is to discuss the similarities between a black hole and your retinas. That black hole in the middle of your eye, I am a firm believer that whoever created this creation, right, either modeled black holes after retinas. No, the other way around. I'm thinking retinas might have been modeled after black holes. And the reason I say that is because light gets trapped into your retina. Everything that you perceive is made of light. Everything in this realm is made of light. And for you to perceive it, the light has to get trapped in your retinas and be processed through your rods and codes. Now, once it gets in there, that information does not come back out. Anything that goes into these retinas cannot come back out. There's no way to, how do I say this? How you take a picture with your iPhone, right? How you can take a picture with your iPhone. Boop. I want to take a picture with my iPhone, right? There's a way I can go there, I can get the picture, I can see information on the picture. How much data is this picture? I can put all this nice fancy data on this picture. Ooh, not y'all seeing my dress. Ooh. Anywho, and I'm able to, nah, I shouldn't be doing this. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. I should not be able to say that. It's 1.7 millibytes, right? And so if I wanted to pull this image from my phone and put it up and analyze it, I can do that. What goes into these eyes cannot come back out. There's no way to pull this information. There's no way to, you get what I'm saying? Once it goes in here, it will not come back out. Same thing with the black hole. Same thing with those black holes that literally are in, make up the entire universe. I am convinced that the thing that is holding us all together is a black hole. And black holes suck in light because we're made of light. Everything is made of light. They just suck in tons of light and nothing comes back out. All right, I wanted to come on here and kind of give you guys some examples as to what a black hole makes up. What makes up a black hole? What this guy's just talking about his back comes. Quick facts about a black hole. Black holes are dense cores of matter in space that have a large gravitational pull. Now, your eyes, your retinas don't have a gravitational pull, but they trap light, and light does not come back out. They don't have a surface like a planet or a star. Instead, there's a region of space where matter has collapsed in on itself. The unique properties of a black hole is that it is a massive gravitational pull that anything is near, nothing can ever escape it, not even light. Everything is made of light. Everything in this universe is made of light. So don't fool yourself, right? Let's just get some black hole images. I think that would make it easier. Black hole, real images of black hole. All right. Ooh, these get creepy. It's literally just a hole in space. That is so creepy. That is so creepy. Oh, that is so creepy. Look at it. To me, that looks like an eye. I don't know. That just looks like an eye to me. That looks like a retina. Um, it's just so creepy. Just these huge holes in space just sucking up light. And so I guess the question that I'd like to pose is, are these observing us? Is there a possibility that there's something behind, there's a force behind that black hole? It's like looking back at us. Now, the Bible, not to bring the Bible into it, but the Bible talks about, the opening up of the abyss. I'm almost certain it's referring to black holes. I think that that's a direct reference to black holes in space is the abyss. When Satan and his friends or the demons are tossed into the abyss or the abyss is opened up, I think that this is what it's referring to when they talk about the abyss. To me, this looks like somebody looking right back at me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know I sound crazy as a loon, But this to me, find a better picture. This to me looks like somebody looking right back at me. Just a retina just looking right back at me. Black holes. I hope I'm not boring y'all. I hope kind of drive the point home. I hope I'm not dragging this video on too long. I just wanted to point out the similarity in that black holes literally affect light, gravity, and everything around them. And it's not that your eyes have that same pull or that same, it's that everything in this universe is made of light on a macro and a micro level. On a macro level, you got the black hole sucking in everything, which everything is made of light. And on a micro level, as above, so below, you have your pupils literally taking in light. Everything that you look and see is light, it's data. And once it goes in there, it cannot come back out. So to me, look, that look like that look like eyes to me. That look like eyes to me. You're probably like, this guy is crazy. No, these definitely it. I wonder if something is observing, is looking back at us when we look at a black hole. Is something just, is there a force behind it that is observing us? Because essentially black holes literally hold, I'm not gonna say hold the universe together, but because of the gravitational pull, the middle of our galaxy is held together by a black hole. So life as we know it is being held together by a black hole. Not to say the entire observable universe. I'm almost certain that there's a huger force, huger black hole that is doing that on a grander scale. But in the Milky Way galaxy, we are held together by a black hole. And that is a common thing when you look at the Andromeda galaxy, you go to the Milky Way galaxy. Boom, there we are. Boom, there we are. Does that not look like an eye to you? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Look at that. Does that not look like an eye to you? In the middle of that is a black hole? What? Let's take a look at the Andromeda galaxy. That, to me, you look at that far enough distance, that looks like an eye. In the middle of that is a big black hole. That looks like an eye. Let's take a quick look at the largest black hole in the observable universe. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? I think a good way, to end this video is a comparison of our galaxy. Golly, holy crap. To the largest black hole in the observable universe. And I'm hoping you guys are able to follow along and see what I'm seeing. There we go. That's a good picture. There's our solar system right in that tiny. There's literally the largest black. That's insane. I don't know. I find this stuff kind of fascinating. The fact that these masses are they're just all over the universe. They travel, they roam. They don't have to stay in one place. If they're nice, they'll stay in one place. But to be honest, they can move. What? This thing can move? That's insane. What is the force behind this thing? And why is it so powerful? It's like it's just the most powerful vacuum in the universe. Anywho, I was gonna go in and just use another video and watch that, but no, I think you guys get the point of what I'm trying to say. I think there's a macro micro design thing going on. Either I'm willing to bet that our retinas are modeled after these huge holes in the universe that suck up all the light and nothing escapes from them. To me, these look like retinas. To me, these look like, if you look at something if you look at it far away, it looks like a black hole. Yes, it's a black hole, but it literally looks like somebody looking back at you. What? It literally, quite literally. You got the singularity. You got the accretion disk, which is your surround, that's your iris. You got the event horizon, that's literally your retina. And your retina is just sucking in light. And it doesn't affect, I want to say it affects the way that you, The way that you're able to observe the world affects the way you see the world, if that makes sense. Wow, I hope I'm not just rambling. I just find this stuff fascinating. This is, to me, this is very, what? This is so cool. Anywho, I won't take up any more of your time. Have we been on that same page this entire time? Ta! No way.